Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Another week, another episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Slowly but surely, we are making our way through the series. I think we're about a quarter of the way through right now. It doesn't feel that way. I don't know if the math exactly works out that way, but we're pretty close. I would say after this episode, I think we're basically 25%. And you know, it's gone slow, but it's also gone fast. I mean, I've been recording this since like July now, and it's almost October. Tomorrow's gonna be October 1st by the time I'm recording this. It's been an interesting journey so far, but it's been really fun too. And the series is like really starting to pick up, and I'm enjoying the way it's going a lot. Last episode, we met Ling Yao and his group. Ed and Al, they had a little bit of a scuffle with them, a little bit of a battle with his henchmen more rather than him. But everything seems to be settled. They seem to be on like good enough terms, I would say. We learned a little bit about Ling. We learned a little bit about the girl that was traveling with Scar as well. Not as much about her as about Ling, but yeah, I'm pretty much just ready to get into this episode. If you guys want to see the next episode right now, episode 17 and episode 18 are available over on my Patreon. Episode 17 is on the Soul tier and episode 18 is on the Ascended tier. Someday I'm going to get an even bigger lead on the episodes over on Patreon, and of course the Patreon have the extended edition. So if you're ever watching me watch these episodes and you think I like cut out an important part, I promise I didn't skip it. It's there. It's just probably on the Patreon extended edition instead. I don't know where this episode's actually going to go right away, so I'm excited to see. I'm predicting like probably with Scar, but we'll have to see. Be sure to give a like on the video before it gets started. Let's check out episode 16. I can't wait to see this part. I hope this happens. That just looks badass.
Hey, where's the young lord?
He's around somewhere. He's just messing around somewhere, probably.
He's not here. I don't know.
This guy seems like a total troll.
Good grief, I can't take my eyes off him for a second.
Yeah, they know how he is. They can tell. They're used to
Where
it.
have you taken off to this time? Master Ling! Where are you?
Just have like a train station employee yelling at him to get down from the light. How did he even get up here?
Something about this country doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I wonder what that could be. Episode 16, Footsteps of a Comrade in Arms.
Doing well. Here, it's from the Colonel.
All right, they got 66 here.
Hey, it's the smoking guy!
How's it going? You want a single game yet?
Not even close. But this game is boring anyway. Hey, since it's night now, I can go and cut someone up, right?
Of course not.
I don't know how to feel about 66, you know?
At least bring that Hawkeye lady for a visit.
Yeah.
He's so like,
interested.
you know, he's like a comedic relief, but he's a serial killer.
Stuck here keeping watch on this guy
It's
anyway.
strange. It's a strange dynamic.
He also says don't worry about your other duties. Your absence is being treated as sick leave.
He's like a little kid, but he's,
But if anyone, even military personnel
you know, a
outside
killer.
the unit, sees you, he'll have you court-martialed before you can blink. That is all.
I don't suppose you have any news of a happier sort to report.
Indeed.
What is it?
Holman, I found myself a girlfriend! She's been really sweet, helping me adjust to the move here and everything. Oh boy, is she hot!
Is this like the new Maze Hughes? If only you knew, man. If only you knew.
I'll need to see your entry visa, please.
Oh, he doesn't have one of those.
Out of the way, everyone!
Illegal alien coming through!
Young master! Where are you?
He's in
I
trouble.
wonder if he's gonna get
He's collapsed. I'm
thrown
sure
into
of it.
prison with
Okay.
Kimberly.
Guess we should stop by the military
Is that how we'll introduce Kimberly?
Right. In that case, I think I'll head straight to the Hughes' house and let them know I'm in town.
I wonder if Ed has the like,
Gracia and cute little Alicia.
oh no.
We shouldn't be all that far.
Oh wait, oh no.
Okay, see you later.
Hold that thought, Winry. I wonder if he has the power, like as a state alchemist, to like, you know,
I wonder
pardon
if
someone from a
Lieutenant
prison
Colonel Hughes'
sentence.
I'm pretty sure Hugh said he was in the court-martial office.
Ed and Al are gonna, once they find out what happened to Hughes, they're gonna start to put together how Armstrong acted last episode. You know, grabbing him and telling him like, you know, not to be reckless. It's gonna make a lot more sense. Oh no! Man, don't show that phone booth.
Colonel, perhaps this is none of my business, but maybe you should try to get a little more rest.
I'll be back.
Man, I want more of Roy. Like we haven't gotten a ton of them up here in the series.
Officer, good morning. Nice day, isn't it?
Good morning to you, Sheska. Tell me, what was he doing here? The Colonel.
Well, you see,
The storeroom
Burning
door is
books.
I'm sorry, I opened it, sir.
open. I'll bet the Colonel twisted your arm, didn't he? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
I really appreciate that.
I don't know who to trust in the military.
Oh, I do wonder what the Colonel was looking into. Do you know?
I'm not 100% certain of all of the details, sir. He did ask if there were any materials having to do with the fifth laboratory.
Oh, wait.
And also, he was looking into the Hughes case.
Oh no, Sheska, don't say too much,
Got my
please.
job here through General Hughes.
Yes, I remember. Well, I've got tons of work to do.
I mean, she's clearly in the dark, mostly about what's going on, but
Yes, sir.
that could be dangerous information. She just said to him. Wait, hello? That Envy.
Good morning, Sheska.
Is Envy about to... Nah. Not this quick, right? I mean, I want to see them fight, but...
Hello, sir.
Oh.
Hey.
Alright. They could take Envy now.
Colonel, you look like you've lost some weight.
Maybe. But what happened to you?
There was an incident down in the south. But don't you worry, it's just a scratch.
I see.
I mean, it literally
The
was
Elric brothers
just a scratch. He got his head pushed into a wall, but
apparently they'd gone to Dublin to pay a
took no
visit to an
damage.
old teacher.
Major,
Sir?
did you tell them about Hughes's death?
No. I couldn't bring myself to do it.
They'll find out eventually, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know.
The fifth laboratory in the Philosopher's Stone. The stone's key ingredients are live humans. Hughes always did enjoy helping other people. This time he stuck his nose into the Elric brothers' investigation and found out something he would have been better off not knowing. Am I wrong? If the Elric brothers found out what really happened to him, that he died trying to help them, they would blame themselves. So, you're not telling them was kind.
You've got it all figured out, don't you?
I'm almost there.
Be careful, sir.
Yeah.
You never know who might be listening in on you, or where.
Oh, man.
Excuse me.
It's so daunting and intimidating when someone like Armstrong gets serious like that. Short little thing to talk about, since there's not too much happening that like I can go into too much of a discussion on yet, but I think it's really, really cool whenever shows have like the sort of comedic relief, funny gag character, and then they like mix a lot of seriousness into them as well. As I'm sure you're all aware, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood does a really, really good job at sort of like breaking down character tropes. Armstrong is like this big, built-up, beefy, kind of dumb-looking giant baby man, but at the same time, you know, and he's also like the sort of comedic relief. He makes everyone laugh around him. You know, he's generally like a lighthearted spirit. But at the same time, even though he's like this big, brawny guy, you can tell whenever he gets serious like that, he's not dumb. If anything, he's pretty cautious. It kind of reminds me of like the funny, lighthearted parent that you kind of knew growing up. Maybe it was your own parents, maybe it was like a friend's parent. But, you know, they made everybody laugh, they had a good time. But you knew whenever they got serious, like, then it was trouble. You knew things were serious whenever they were talking serious. And I think it's going to have the same effect on Ed as well as Roy. Even Roy kind of will snap to his senses a little bit. I worry a little bit about Roy's pride and his arrogance towards this whole thing. He's kind of in a rush to get everything figured out. He's not resting well. He's kind of malnourished. He's kind of just rushing to the end without like maybe taking the proper steps he should to make sure that he's safe, that he's not being watched. It's a really dangerous thing to let your emotions fuel your rage and, you know, fuel your purpose because, you know, you get a little bit too caught up in everything, you're going to make some mistakes.
We're just doing a little information gathering. And we were thinking that we'd pay Lieutenant Colonel Hughes a visit a little later today. Where is he anyway?
Not here.
Huh?
He retired out in the country.
Oh, he's not going to tell him?
And daughter with him. To take over the family business. So, he's not here.
I see.
I feel like Roy would have been the one to tell him, if anybody.
We're hoping to see him.
But why though? They've gone through so much.
Watch yourself. Don't do anything crazy.
Okay.
But the words saying that, you know, he might not take the severity of them seriously if he doesn't realize people around him are like losing their lives, you know? I feel like if he knew about Hughes, he might take those,
like children.
you know, take those words more cautiously.
The fewer obstacles that stand in their way right now, the better.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's...
They are gonna find out someday.
Yeah.
It's funny. I've accused Armstrong of being soft, but right now I'm no better than he is.
I fail to see anything soft about it. It's cruel, Colonel.
Yeah, I was about to say it can be cruel.
Can't believe Hughes is actually gone.
Oh, I almost forgot, brother. We need to tell Winry about all this. She went straight to the Hughes house.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh no. They're gonna have some resentment for not telling him.
I haven't seen you two here in a while. You're in a hurry. Why the rush?
We just heard about Lieutenant Colonel Hughes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's rough news, huh?
There was still so much that we wanted to tell him about.
We would have liked to say goodbye.
This is like a balancing
We
rope.
weren't able to reach you. Don't worry though. The military gave him a proper send-off.
Wow, that was nice.
Oh my god.
It's done.
The phrasing.
Also, if you boys haven't heard already, I'm sure you'll both be glad to know he was promoted 2 whole ranks.
Up to Brigadier General?
He retired to the country and they promoted him?
Uh-oh. Huh?
Lieutenant Ross?
Well, that didn't take long. Oh god.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Wait, his name is Fokker? His name is Fokker? God, come on. Wait, also, wait, go back. Sorry, I don't normally do this, but what was that in the background?
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh, right. Okay.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Gotcha. Damn Fokker.
Why him?
Did Al figure out what's happening yet?
Brigadier General Hughes is dead. He was murdered shortly after you were discharged from the hospital, Edward. I'm afraid we still haven't found the person responsible.
Wow, it did not take long for him to find out the truth.
It's all my fault. I'm the one who pulled him into this. It's all my fault.
This is so tough, man. And Winry's probably gonna find out on her own when she goes to the to his house too.
Okay, you boys have a safe trip. Stop in and give me a shout the next time you make it to Central.
Man, I miss Hughes.
He's wearing that armor. Take it off. Relax. Elrix, I understand that you two don't have a place to stay, which means you'll have to come with me.
He was such a sweet guy. Oh, poor Alicia. I'm surprised, frankly, that they're still there, that they haven't been, like, relocated to a safer place, you know? You don't know if they're gonna go after his family.
Brother, this isn't just your problem. It's both of ours. Like it or not, I'm going in with you.
Wow. Well, Owl's taking it really well, it seems like.
We made up our minds. We said we were getting our bodies back no matter what. But if people are going to die because of that, then I don't want mine back.
Wow. Wow. He said it so, like, firmly, too. Wow.
Miss Gracia? I'm sorry, but there's something I need to talk to you about, if I may.
About Maze?
That's right. You too, Winry.
I mean, how much do you even want to tell him now?
The Philosopher's Stone that someone
Oh, God. Isn't it dangerous to talk to them about it, too? You're putting their lives on the line, too.
Whoever did it, to back off from all this.
Yeah, we basically dragged him into it.
Don't say that. She's not gonna put that on you.
I don't think he ever had regrets.
Yeah.
Not any. Not even in his dying moments, Edward.
But we...
Well, I don't know about that, but...
Don't tell me you're going to give up.
Wow.
Let what happened defeat you.
If you do, then that means my husband died in vain. Even if the Philosopher's Stone is a dead end, there might be some other way.
Maybe, I guess.
How is there war in this world with
You boys
just
have to
like
keep moving forward.
every character just being this awesome? I can see why Hughes is, you know, was raving about his wife. He's not wrong. She's pretty incredible. It's, I mean, you know, it's just tough. There's just really, there's no other words for it. And everyone's kind of dealing with it in their own way.
Winry, you in there? You haven't eaten yet, have you? You might want to hurry. The dining room is closing soon.
Should have brought her some food.
You know, you have to eat to keep up your strength. Okay, I'll go back to my room. Apple pie?
That's right. I've practiced making it a few times. I know it might sound like I'm bragging, but I've gotten pretty good at it. I'm not nearly as good as Miss Gracia, but someday I'd hope that Mr. Hughes would get to try some too.
It's just... I was ready for a happier episode, man. It's just, I just can't get it. I just can't have anything, can I?
So what now?
We already moved him to Central, where we'd be able to keep a closer eye on him.
Are those
Why
chimeras?
can't he be a good boy and behave himself? I'd hate to waste an important sacrifice candidate.
Haven't been able to learn anything from your new boyfriend?
Nothing. He's either a born idiot or a clueless hustler. I'm off to gather some more intelligence. Let's go, Gluttony.
I wonder if Gluttony actually talks or no. Probably,
Come on,
I guess
Gluttony. Don't leave your mess lying around. You slob. What you said before about how much nicer it would be if the Flame Colonel would behave himself.
Yes.
How would you feel about us making another play?
You have something in mind?
Well, we've got a noisy mutt. Perhaps all he needs is a nice bone to chew on.
What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't like that.
May I ask what this is about?
You've been named as the primary suspect in the Brigadier General Hughes murder case. Please
Hmm.
come along.
That's absurd.
You can tell your side of it later. Now let's go.
Although it was...
Second
Wasn't
Lieutenant
Envy disguised as her when she
pleading
shot?
not guilty on all charges.
Gather whatever information you can about her. Go now. Quickly.
Right. Envy could easily frame her for that. I don't know what they'd really have to gain about that, but... Besides slowing him down. If Roy thinks he solved the case, but...
Excuse me, ma'am.
Wouldn't make any sense. No, no, don't. No, oh no.
I just got here.
Oh no,
It's so good to see you, Jean. Why don't you sit down and tell me all about your day? Let it all out, let it all out.
I mean... We just met this guy. Can we not like have him for a few episodes? Are you gonna greed this guy too? Are you just gonna kill him after we just met the guy? I mean, I'm not gonna pretend like he's my favorite character. I mean, his name is Gene. That's what I know about him. His name is Gene, and he's a kind of a lover boy. But I mean, he seems like a good guy. But you know, what's going on with this? How much mischief can the Sins get up to at this point? What is the idea here? What's the play? I don't think, you know, I don't think their intention is just to kill him. Maybe they're gonna try and find something out by like using him, you know, lust to get through him. Get through him, okay. You know what I mean? I feel like I didn't have as much to say this episode because it was just kind of feels bad, man. It was just sad the whole time for the most part. throughout my life, I've given a lot of advice to people going through like tough times, whether that just be like, you know, a breakup, depression, or really anything that they're going through in their lives. But the one thing I always struggle to help people with, as far as like advice or anything, it's whenever somebody loses a loved one, or, you know, or just somebody that they care about in general. Because really all you can do is kind of suffer through it, right? You have to kind of just cry your heart out and come to acceptance with whatever that means, or however you're able to do it. You just need to be able to come out the other side, because in the moment of someone losing somebody, there's truly nothing anybody can say to make anyone feel better. I think the best thing to do for anybody that's like lost a loved one is to just be there for them. And I think like more in presence, like in person, than anything. I think the fact that Ed and Winry were able to, you know, sit down in their room and even talk about things. Winry, you can tell she was repressing a lot of the feelings she had. She was kind of still processing what had happened to Hughes. In that moment where she was with Ed, she was able to feel comfortable enough to let the tears come out, you know? And it's pretty much proven at this point that crying in a moment of, you know, extreme pain or, you know, extreme sadness, crying is pretty much the most therapeutic thing you can do for yourself. So I'm glad Winry was able to do that, in front of Ed no less, you know? I think it speaks a lot to both of them and how they feel about each other. Something to note though, Al was still by himself. Ed didn't, you know, go and comfort Al or try and talk to Al. Al sat by himself, and Al can't cry. Al kind of just ruminates in it, you know? I feel so bad for him, to be honest. I mean, like, on top of all the reasons in the world we already have to feel bad for Al, he has to go through something like this as well. And he has to do it alone. I know he wasn't like the most outwardly grief-stricken throughout the earlier parts of the episode after they found out. He seemed to have it together the most. But you know it's weighing on him. You know he's way too good of a kid for it not to weigh on him. And for Al to like stand up and firmly say that if it costs other people their lives, Al does not want his body back. Just being able to say verbally that he doesn't want his body back. That's like a pretty impressive thing. Even if it is just in the moment to say that, it's pretty impressive. It was not the lighthearted, adventurous, fun episode I was hoping for. Not even a little bit, but it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully next episode we're gonna lighten things up a little bit, or probably not. We're probably gonna get some action with the Sins, which is, to be fair, equally interesting. In fact, probably even more interesting. So probably a lot of theories coming up next episode as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Later.